Hello everyone, how are you? Hope you are doing very well. Welcome to our science class. Today we will continue lesson 2 in unit 9. So we will learn about evaporation, condensation and states of matter. During this class time we will cover page 368 and 369. So if you are ready, please open page 368. Matter can change from one state to another. For example, from liquid to gas, or from gas to liquid, from solid to liquid. But certain conditions must be in place. For example, at 100 degrees Celsius, water boils. So, have you seen bubbly hot water boiling on the stove? Probably you check it, right? So, boiling water is changing from a liquid into a gas. Liquid water does not have to boil to become a gas. Water from a pond and sweat on your arm can become a gas without being 100 degrees Celsius. When liquid water becomes a gas below 100 degrees Celsius, it is called evaporation. So, right now let's check the second picture. It says gas changes back into a liquid when it cools. This process the opposite of evaporation, which is called condensation. Let's check the snowman. It says, have you ever seen, do you think that liquid water can change into a solid? Do you think when you check the picture? So if you said yes, you're right. Water freezes when it cools down to 0 degrees Celsius. As ice warms up, it melts at 0 degrees Celsius and becomes water. Right now, let's make a quick exercise together about the states of matter. We know there are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. Right now, we will just categorize them by checking the pictures. For example, air in the balloon. Remember our previous class. So, this is solid, liquid, or gas. Which one is the right one? Air in balloon. So, this is an example for gas, right? Good job. What about coins? This coins is an example for solid, liquid, or gas. Which one is? This is also for solid, right? Good. What about orange juice, orange drink? Remember yesterday again what we said, ice in the drink, they are solid, but the drink is liquid. Good job. So what about the first picture? For example, this one. You can see a boiling water stream. You can see gas, right? So this is an example for gas. What about this picture? So there are some liquids inside of it, right? So if you pour a liquid inside of a container, they will change. They will take this shape, the container's shape. Good. What about these trees? They are solid, liquid, or gas? They are example for solid, right? What about the house? These windows, this door, they are solid, liquid, or gas? What do you think? Good job. So there will be example for a solid. What about this one? What do you think? This is liquid, solid, or gas? Good job. It will be an example for liquid because check it, this blue thing is our liquid. So good job. Okay, right now let's turn back your book. Please open page 368. It says all the pictures show water at a temperature lower than 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. They are equal. So how do we know this? If liquid water cools to that temperature, it freezes. So please underline this sentence. This is important for us. Remember 0 degrees Celsius. Right now, let's check the question on this page. It says, how would this igloo be different if its temperature was 10 degrees Celsius. So remember, right now it's so cold, right? If the temperature will be 10 degrees Celsius, it will melt. So the ice would be liquid water. The state of matter will be changed from solid to liquid. But right now I know the temperature is so low. What about the second question? It says, how can you tell that the temperature of the snow is below 0 degrees Celsius? How can you say this? So we can say snowflakes are a form of frozen water, right? So if you know this knowledge, you can say the temperature of the snow is below 0 degrees Celsius. Good job. Let's check my questions. Let's talk about it. It says, what was used to make the igloo? How can it stay like this? I know the igloo was made of ice, right? Ice, remember. So ice is solid, not liquid. Check the second question. It's asking for, what can you infer about the temperature of the air around the igloo? So what can you say this? I know ice. It says it must be cold enough that the ice does not melt, right? So I know if you see an igloo, I can say it's so cold because there is ice here. If it will be hot enough, it will melt. But right now, ice does not melt. Right now, let's check page 369. It says, hail is water that falls to earth as small balls of ice. What about this? This girl can skate on ice because ice is a solid. Remember, ice. You can skate. You can use it for your drinks. What about snowball? This snowball holds together because the water in it is frozen into a solid. Good. What about this? How can water in the liquid state change to water in the solid state? How they can change? Temperature must get lower, right? From liquid to solid. If the temperature will be higher, it can change from solid to liquid or from liquid to gas. But the temperature will be get lower, so in this situation it will be changed from gas to liquid or from liquid to solids. How cold must water become before it changes to ice? Water becomes ice when the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, because I know water becomes ice at 0 degrees and water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Remember, water becomes ice when the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius. Water boils, so it means water becomes gas when the temperature is 100 degrees Celsius. Let's do the math. It's asking for the temperature of a puddle of water is 10 degrees Celsius. The water cools by 2 degrees every hour. So cooling, remember. In how many hours will the puddle of water begin to freeze? Explain how you got your answer. Right now this is water. I know water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. But right now water is 10 degrees Celsius and in every hour it will get lower 2 degrees. In the first hour it will be 8 degrees Celsius. In the second hour it will be 6 degrees Celsius, right? So we can say water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. It will take 5 hours for the temperature to fall by 10 degrees. Because in each hour it just get lower 2 degrees Celsius. So the puddle will begin to freeze in 5 hours. Good job. Thank you so much for listening. Take care of you.